Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2013 Lexus GX 460. This GX is painted in the Starfire Pearl exterior color. It does have smart key access on the front door handles. And on the key fob you have the buttons for lock, unlock, panic, and tailgate release. Storage and bottle holders on the front door panels, power windows, locks, and mirrors. You also have power folding mirrors. This one has a black interior with standard leather trim seats and auburn Bubinga wood trim. Both front seats are fully powered with two-way power lumbar support, and the driver's seat comes with two-person memory settings. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. It does have push-button start. Launched for 2003, the Midsize GX was the second body-on-frame SUV to be sold by Lexus, after the full-size Lexus LX, which has been around since 1996. As of model year 2026, the Lexus GX is currently in its third generation. While the larger Lexus LX has always been the luxury counterpart of the full-size Toyota Land Cruiser, the GX is based on the smaller Land Cruiser Prado, a model which was otherwise not sold in the US, at least in Toyota form. That is until very recently, as the new Land Cruiser launched for 2024 in America is actually the latest generation of the Prado without the Prado name. With the GX having that Toyota Land Cruiser DNA, these things, plush and luxurious as they may be, have some serious off-roading credentials. In fact, they're a popular choice for overlanding, with lots of people using them as a base for some wild off-road builds. This 2013 model represents the second generation of the GX, codenamed J150, which was produced for model years 2010 through 2023 and is largely the same as the international market fourth generation Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. It is also related to the fifth generation Toyota 4Runner. The second generation GX was also the final generation to have a V8 engine. During its lengthy run, the second-gen GX of course got its fair share of facelifts, revisions, and tech updates as the years went on. The US market 2013 GX 460 came in two trim levels, base and premium. The standard powertrain consists of a 301 horsepower 4.6-liter V8 engine, a 6-speed automatic transmission, and a full-time four-wheel drive system. In the instrument cluster, we have 4 analog gauges, your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, and temperature gauge, and you have a digital info display. Go between your odometer and trip computers. And then with these controls on the steering wheel, you have some menus to go through. It has a 4-spoke design, heated leather and wood multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, on this side you will find your audio controls. Then on this side you'll find your Bluetooth phone controls, along with those information display controls, and your voice command button. Then right here is your cruise control stalk. The steering wheel is power, tilt, and telescopic. The parking brake is foot operated. Your fuel door release is right here. You can toggle that heated steering wheel with this button. Fog lamps, traction control, headlight washers, your aforementioned power mirror controls, odometer trip computer button, and your panel dimmer. Forgot to mention it does have a premium Mark Levinson sound system, which is awesome. Climate vent for the driver. On this side is your exterior lighting stock. And on this side is your wiper stalk. It does have automatic wipers. Push button ignition. You can turn on or off the rear side curtain airbags, so if you're doing some off-roading and it detects the vehicle's tipping over, it will not deploy the airbags, and you can lock your center differential with this button. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, hazard light switch. You have your Lexus Enform infotainment system with a touchscreen and some shortcut buttons along the side. We'll go over it more in a bit. You have tri-zone automatic climate controls with the front controls right here. You have your temperature for either side, auto, off, defrosting, rear mode, etc. You can also control the climate control from here on the screen with your different zones, fan speed, that kind of stuff. Physical volume, power, and tuning knobs for the radio. It does have a CD player. Behind this cover, you have some physical radio controls. Behind this cover is some storage, along with a USB port, an aux port, and a 12-volt power outlet. And then on either side, you will find the controls for your 3-stage heated and cooled front seats. Entering reverse will reveal a backup camera. Next to the shifter, you have your ride height control for your air suspension, your adaptive variable suspension mode, so you have normal, then you have a sport mode and a comfort mode. 4-wheel drive controls are right here. Downhill assist control. 2 cup holders behind this cover. Center console with some storage. And you can also adjust these armrests. The glove box is lockable. Grab handles at both A-pillars, as well as on top. Vanity mirrors, lights, and extensions for both sun visors. You have an auto-dimming rear view with your garage home link. And on the overhead console, you have a mirror to keep tabs on your passengers, overhead lighting, roadside assistance, and your power sunroof controls. And here is the Enform touchscreen infotainment system in this 13 GX. So you have your climate controls right here, then another shortcut is audio. So you have AM, FM, plus Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio streaming, plus you have your CD player as well. Sound settings, awesome sound quality from that Mark Levinson sound system. Setup, got quite a lot of stuff. General settings, if you want it to beep. Change your clock. All sorts of different just settings. Pretty self-explanatory. Hit display, you can change the brightness and contrast. And we do have navigation. Navigation map is right here. Point of interest, that kind of stuff. Destination. And then phone pairing. Then you also have your Sirius XM. If you have a subscription, you can get your local weather. Bring up your fuel consumption. And this, by the way, much like that 06 GX 470 that I filmed a while back, this one, it's the stock screen, stock head unit. You still have all the same user interface. It has been outfitted with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capabilities. It did, when I first got in the car and started it, it showed that screen with the option to go back to the factory UI like we're on right now. Adding that extra modern connectivity while still preserving the completely stock head unit, that's pretty cool. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are fully automatic. This GX has aftermarket rims. They're 17-inch, 6 split-spoke TRD replicas from AGP wheels, with a nice gold finish. I gotta say, I absolutely love how this thing has been modified. Super, super tasteful. The rims go good. I love the rack, and you have the winch and those lights. Very, very awesome setup we have here with this Lexus. The GX 460 is powered by the Toyota 1UR-FE 4.6-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. The block and heads are made of aluminum, and it includes dual overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder, and dual VVTi technology. Horsepower is rated at 301 at 5,500 RPM, and torque is rated at 329 pound-feet at 3,500 RPM. This engine is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission with a manual shifting mode. A full-time 4-wheel drive system with a Torsen limited-slip center differential is standard. Running on premium unleaded with a 23-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are 15 mpg in the city and 20 mpg on the highway. It has a double wishbone independent front suspension and a 4-link solid axle rear setup. Stopping the GX are 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes. The max tow capacity is 6,500 pounds. The fuel cap is on the driver's side. Bottle holders on the back door panels as well. But first, we'll check out the third row seats. All right, so here we are on the third row of seats in the GX 460. Now, amenities, pretty impressive. You have your own climate vents back here, handles to grab onto, and you can adjust, like recline, the seat backs for the third row. Power adjustability in the third row. You have a cup holder on this side, but space on the other hand, I'm about 6'1". It's a very, very cramped back seat. Definitely just reserved for much smaller people. But that being said, this is the GX. If you want a more spacious back seat, I would assume the Lexus LX would have a more spacious back seat than this. Again, this is based on the mid-size Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, and not the full-size Land Cruiser like the Lexus LX is. And I can imagine this third row not being used that often because of how small it is, but at least you have it. But both front seats have map pockets in the backs. As for rear passenger amenities, you have grab handles on the B-pillars, plus up here, coat hooks, your own climate vents, that nice velour trim on the B-pillars, even on the C-pillars back here. Of course, very high quality, beautiful leather. It's what you'd expect from a Lexus. Lexus always knocks it out of the park with their interiors. But then, down here, you have your own rear set of climate controls, your rear zone, automatic mode, do your fan speed, temperature, different zones, and you also have 2-stage heated second row seats for both outboard passengers. Then you have a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. And space, I'm about 6'1". The driver's seat's actually further back than I would normally have it because of that easy exit feature. The seat goes back when you turn the car off. And I still have a pretty good amount of leg room, foot room, and with the seat even further up, it's just very comfortable. But here's the thing, what really helps, these second rows, the second row seats, you can slide them back and forth. You can recline the seat back, so you can get it really comfortable back here. And with your own set of climate controls and heated back seats, it's a pretty luxurious place to be. The Lexus GX as a whole, especially this generation, as well as the 470, the 03 to 09 generation, it's like one of those jack-of-all-trades vehicles where you get tons of just luxury and creature comforts being a Lexus, beautiful interior. You get that bulletproof reliability, the tried-and-true Toyota powertrain. You get the Toyota Land Cruiser DNA, so you get awesome off-roading capabilities. You get so much with this. So if you want a luxury SUV, you just cannot, I just don't think, it's very hard to go wrong with the Lexus GX. And it's no wonder that the demand for these is really high. Single exhaust, rear wiper. You do have the option of just opening up the rear glass, or opening the entire thing up. As you can see, it is side hinged. Old school SUV stuff here. Storage compartments. The GX provides 11.6 cubic feet of cargo space with all the seats up, 46.7 cubic feet with the third row folded down, and 91.9 cubic feet when you fold down both the third and second rows. Not much space with the third row up, but again, you're probably not going to use this third row in these things that often anyway. The third row is very easy to fold down because you have these power switches. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2013 Lexus GX 460. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.